Hello and welcome to Mild's Culture Plate. I'm your host, Mild Kevin Miles. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, feds and degenerates, cuckolds of all ages. It's that time once again, 6 p.m. Central, March 2nd, 2024. Hopefully the audio's working this time. Sorry that last show. Um, yeah, we have sort of a laid back, chill show for you today. Should be streaming on all 6 platforms. You know what? Let me go ahead and check the Facebook and see if I successfully set up a successful Facebook live stream through Rumble Studio this time. No, it's not there. It is not there. I don't know. Rumble Studio just does not like Facebook. Oh, folks. Okay, so we're live on 5 of the 6 platforms. Down in the description, you can find all the social media links. We do as we always do here on Mild's Culture Plate. And I'll give a shout out and a toast to anyone says hi in the chat. I'll be drinking Highland Park 12 once again. 12-year Highland Park, aka Viking Honor single malt scotch. Tasty stuff, tasty stuff. I really didn't like it at first. I thought I had too many tobacco notes. I thought it was too spicy, but it's really grown on me over the months. Uh, so yeah, we're gonna have kind of a laid back stream. I've only got really one news story I want to get into. Before I do though, let me just touch on a few other news stories that are out there. Right now, there's a viral video going around Twitter that alleges to be the sky over a house in Texas, and there's like a green energy laser that just shoots out of the sky and lights up everything and then kind of disappears. And everyone's like, "Oh, this is definitely a directed energy weapon. This is our government attacking us." I'm not going to play that on this show. I won't get it. Well, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and play it. Why don't we? Why don't we play it? Do. Texas laser, Texas. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, mysterious green laser. Okay, so this is. We'll go ahead and play it. Might as well. Okay, let's see here. Do. And yes, my banner is gonna pop down with me because it's on OBS, not Rumble. It wasn't working on the Rumble. So let's see. Yeah. What the is that, dude? What the? So, what do you think? You think that's real or not? You think that's real or not? One's in the chat if you think that's real. Anyway, cheers to anyone out there. I wasn't going to really cover that because, lots of people post fakery online. Who knows? Oh, I guess there have been wildfires happening in Texas and people are blaming that. Good luck. Good luck proving it. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, I definitely think there are strange things going on in our skies with HARP and our government doing weird shit, but, good luck proving it. So, let's get into so a lot of conservative people are talking about these journalists. who have been arrested uh, in connection with January 6th. Um, in particular, hang on. Steve Baker. Yeah, there we go. So we got the Post Millennial did a story of it here. Let me go ahead and share this. FBI arrest Steve Baker, Blaze Media. Here, let's bring up the video here. FBI taking him away. I mean, again, I wasn't originally going to cover these stories because, they're literally just videos. There's not a whole lot to comment on. I mean, in the sense that I don't have a lot to add that you couldn't find on a million other podcasts right now about these two stories. Um, Definitely when the government starts picking up the journalists, we've reached a level of banana republic, of dangerous political discourse that we can't come back from. I mean, if the First Amendment doesn't apply and our courts won't do anything about it, our courts are there to determine after the fact that our rights have been violated. In the meantime, people are, getting arrested for being free people. Speaking of people having to go to court for being free people, there is one news story that I haven't seen spread in a lot of places, and I follow uh, Viva Frey and Robert Barnes on locals, and they've been over the last year or so. They've been last year they've been promoting this case out of Pennsylvania with this Amish farmer Amos Miller, who essentially has been raided a couple times now, a few times, and accused of selling raw milk that has gotten people sick. And multiple times now, he's had his product destroyed. He's been threatened with fines and told that he can't sell his product. Well, this Thursday, he had a day in court. I won't say his day in court, but he had a day in court this past Thursday. And, Robert Barnes is his attorney. And this is from Penn Live Patriot News. At odds with the state, Amish raw milk farmer has a long day in court. Lancaster, Pennsylvania, an Amish raw milk farmer may have a glimmer of hope to escape an injunction that he says will put him out of business and hurt customers all over the country who depend on his products for medical reasons. For a while on Thursday, a Lancaster County judge seemed inclined to extend the injunction based on the fact that Amos Miller has refused to obtain state permits required to sell raw milk and cheese. At the very end of the hours long hearing, Judge Thomas Sponagle seemed open at least to trying to find a path to letting Miller remain in business as he attempts to prove the state has no right to shut him down. The state did just that earlier this year, obtaining preliminary temporary injunction after two out of state residents became sick from raw milk products the state says came from Miller's farm. If he can't get any product to anybody for another month, he's bankrupt and it's over anyway, says his lawyer Robert Barnes. Still, Miller, whose farm is located near Bird in Hand, would seem to face a steep legal climb. Pennsylvania allows farmers who obtain permits and undergo state inspections to produce and sell raw milk and cheese made from raw milk, but it doesn't permit production and sales of the many other raw milk products that form the core of Miller's business, including yogurt, eggnog, and products from animals including goats and water buffalo. At one point, Sponagle asked, if this is so important, why doesn't Amos Miller just get a permit? Doesn't he see is in his heart that's all he has to do? He further expressed confidence that the state's attorney's office, which made the case against Miller, would expedite the process. But as Barnes and the lawyer for the Attorney General's office quickly clarified, obtaining raw milk and raw cheese permits wouldn't clear Miller to sell the other products, keeping him at legal odds with the state. Barnes, meanwhile, insisted that Miller has always been open to working with state and federal authorities to come into compliance with safety laws. At that point, Sponagle abruptly said he wanted a private conversation with the two parties and ended the public hearing, forcing spectators and the media to leave the courtroom. He gave no timeline but said he'll quickly decide whether to continue the injunction. Earlier in the day, dozens of Amish men and women crowded the sidewalk in front of the courthouse in downtown Lancaster. They were joined by many non-Amish supporters carrying signs with messages such as food freedom. Speakers railed against government tyranny, saying state agricultural department inspectors and state troopers who accompany them are, quote, agents of evil, and that the only valid law comes from God, not the state. One chanted, give me salmonella or give me death. Others handed out containers of raw milk and chunks of raw cheese. Thursday's hearing centered on extending the injunction the state attorney general's office obtained earlier this year to prevent Miller from selling the raw milk products unless he obtains required permits. Miller has been clashing with state and federal agencies since 2016 when the federal government said raw milk products from his farm caused the death of a Florida resident. From what I understand, the idea that his products have caused safety issues is there's some contention about that, and even if there were problems with his products, like there's always problems. You know, people get sick, people get food poisoning from people who comply from companies who comply with government regulations every day. It's practically unavoidable to have an occasional issue with food, but the idea that it caused a death, I think, is still. I think it still has yet to be completely proven. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. Most recently, state officials and two out-of-state children became sick with E. coli after consuming products believed to be from Miller's farm. Okay, okay, they consumed E. coli, but it doesn't say the E. coli gave them, or the raw milk gave them the E. coli. It does not say that. That led to a January 4th search of Miller's farm by state agricultural department, which said it found listeria, another foodborne pathogen, in storage tanks and raw milk products. Miller has long contended he isn't required to have permits or undergo inspections for reasons including the fact he sells to members of a private club who understand that he lacks permits but have come to trust the safety of his products and the health benefits. His lawyers say the recent actions by the state have caused, quote, severe economic harm for his business and hurt customers who rely on health benefits from his products. They further argue the case against Miller amounts to government overreach in violation of constitutional rights. The state says it long tried to work with Miller to bring him into compliance with the law. 2023, Miller paid fines and costs of about $85,000 while signing a consent decree agreeing to abide by federal regulations. On Thursday, the state highlighted evidence it says collected on January 4th, including multiple samples of products that tested positive for listeria, which can cause blood infections and severely harm pregnant women and unborn babies. They presented photos and said show evidence. They said show. Damn, it's hard for me to read today. All of a sudden, no, I'm just kidding. They presented photos. They said show evidence of unsanitary conditions. Barnes, meanwhile, called a series of Miller customers as witnesses. All were from out of state, and all described using raw milk products from Miller to successfully treat severe conditions, including one who said it transformed her severely autistic child. He then called a series of experts who argued that raw milk has many health benefits that are destroyed by pasteurization, and that raw milk is as safe or safer than pasteurized milk. Sponagle, meanwhile, began the hearing by stressing, quote, he will not legislate from the bench. I'm not here to change the law or manipulate the facts to get an outcome that someone wants, he said. At one point, he suggested the logical pathway is for Miller to ask state lawmakers to change the laws regarding raw milk. Miller, meanwhile, has become a hero among opponents of big government, with supporters donating about $250,000 as of this week. His case has caught the attention of vaccine critic and presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who urged people to attend Thursday's hearing, which took place inside a well fortified courthouse. So, big cheers to Amos Miller. I know I am going to be glued to the Viva Barnes show tomorrow night to find out if Robert Barnes can give any more information other than what has been put out in articles like this. Robert Barnes definitely likes to talk about the case, and hopefully he will give updates on what happened behind closed doors after the judge threw everybody out. So I'm going to be checking that out. All right. So it's Women's History Month. It's Women's History Month, and the title of this stream is Women's History. And we're basically going to do some viral videos of the week. And I might do a double shot of Love Does Admonish today because, like I said, I don't have a whole lot to talk about. We've already covered the news of the day. And, yeah. Hang on. Let me double check that we're live and the audio is working and everything because, yeah, we seem to be good. Let me check YouTube. Seem to be good there too. All right. All right, so let's do this. Let's bring up this trollop. Just kidding. She's not a trollop. Da, 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 da. All right, actually, this woman has a lot of good advice. A lot of good advice for young women out there. But I'm going to have some thoughts about it. So stay tuned. We'll listen to this minute 47 clip, and then I'll give some thoughts.
So I've been single a year and a half now, but I took an entire year to not date guys, to not have sex with guys, to not talk to guys, to not even interact with guys. They were fucking canceled. They were off limits. We didn't associate with the male species. But now we're like, okay, we're going to step back out into the dating pool again.
Okay, so no rebounding. What she's telling young ladies is no rebounding. Go get your shit together, get your life together, improve on yourself, focus on what you need and what your wants are. Don't jump from a long-term relationship or a breakup with someone that you had an emotional attachment to right back into the dating pool because you're going to make bad decisions. That's kind of what she's hinting at. And then she's like, okay, well, after some time, this is what it's going to be like. We have Great Liquor in the chat. My pin's working. Yeah, it's working. He says, cheers. I got my Highland Park 12. Gonna give you a cheers. Cheers to great liquor. So yeah, you know, she's telling you essentially not to be a hoe. Meanwhile, her breasts are on full display here. But if you can ignore her breasts and ignore the fact that she's moderately attractive, right? The uh the simps will definitely be after a woman like this. Not my type, but
Started that about like 6 months ago. But because I took a whole year to focus on myself, establish my worth, understand what my wants and my needs are for a future relationship, I'm able to articulate that so well with men now. And I honestly don't think it's possible for men to fucking play me or disrespect me or screw me over, because the moment that happens, I'm out. There is not a second chance. One fucking
cool story, bro. Oh fuck.
strike and you are out, baby. Like, and that's how women need to be. Know your fucking worth and what your standard is. If a guy is not meeting your standards because you don't fucking know what you actually need or
Bullshit.
require, figure that shit out before you're fucking starting to date guys. You need to understand what you need before you're dating. Unless you're just going out there to fuck, then go do your thing, get fucked. But if you're actually like looking for something in the future, I'm not saying right now, I'm not saying you need a commitment, you need the ring fucking within a month, but like if long term you're like, yeah, my goal and my intention with dating is to be married. Hey,
Okay, one has to wonder how the fuck she stumbled on this fucking genius advice, right?
what do you want in a relationship? What are you looking for in a man? What value do you need from yourself? What your fucking standards look like? Figure that shit out, babe, or you're gonna keep getting fucked over by men. They're gonna keep disrespecting you. You're gonna keep ending up in the situation where you're on TikTok crying over these damn fucking men. And I don't want to see it anymore.
Okay, so yeah, crying over fucking men. Who's crying over fucking men? Think about it. I'll go deeper into that in a second. We got 5 seconds left of this.
Because couldn't fucking be me ever again.
Press X to doubt,
And I don't want it to be you.
and also press X to doubt because all women hate each other. Okay, so in depth, let me analyze this from three different fucking angles. First of all, like I said, she's a moderately attractive woman who will garner attention from simps, right? She's not, and we're gonna. I think I've got a video queued up of a woman with a bunch of tattoos, or an ugly woman with a bunch of tattoos. I may not have that queued up actually, so don't hold me to that. But anyway, I was watching a video earlier with an ugly woman with a bunch of tattoos talking about all the assumptions people make about her, et cetera, et cetera. And yeah, if you're moderately attractive, you're not fucking lonely, right? This is essentially fucking let them eat cake. You know, you're talking to women who are starved for attention. Women fresh out of a breakup already have, a little bit of a self-esteem issue. And definitely, even men and women, this advice she's given isn't really gendered. Everyone should figure out themselves. Everyone should figure out what they need out of a relationship. Everyone should diagnose what their wants and needs are before they jump into the dating pool and not fucking settle for for easy fucking attention. But that's the rub. When you're fucking lonely, you just need a little bit of attention. You need a little bit of affection. Something tells me that this fucking woman does not have a hard time getting attention or affection with the big boobies hanging out and the Gucci fucking necklace. This woman doesn't have a hard time getting affection or attention, but some women do. and even some attractive women. You know, I think what she's hinting at is if you want genuine affection and attention, genuine guys who have genuine emotion for you, you're not gonna find that if you're on the fucking rebound, if you're lowering your standards, and I get that. But you're talking to people who are going through a crisis of self-esteem. You know, there are a lot of guys out there, a lot of incel types who, like, the advice guys give to them is, you know, just bang a fat chick, bro. Get over the hump. Get back on the horse. And then you'll stop being quite as frustrated and be able to center your fucking brain. Sometimes that's what people need. And look, I'm the first one to say, look, don't be a fucking coomer, right? Don't make sex your whole fucking life. Sex is so tertiary in my life. Like, it's fun, it's awesome, it's wonderful. My partner and I have a very passionate relationship. But to be honest, you know, things happen. There are times when you know it just doesn't fucking work, and I don't mean it doesn't work. It works, but I'm just saying there are times when life gets in the fucking way, right? Life gets in the fucking way of the passion. And in those times it's more important to focus on life than getting a fucking orgasm. So she's right about those things, but I mean, come on. Come on. Who the fuck is this bitch? Who the fuck is this bitch to tell other women that they shouldn't be jumping into another relationship until they figure themselves out. Here's a woman who's got it figured out. Here's a woman who's got it figured out right here.
So apparently a lot of people got offended by the fact that I like trout because my TikTok video that I made about it got taken off. So I'm going to make it again. So this
She wants to talk to you about trout. So a few months back, this video from Mint Salad went viral, where she was hyped up about Star Wars and jiggling her tits, which I didn't realize at the time. I covered it on this show. I didn't realize at the time that that's literally every video from Mint Salad is shaking her tits. Since then, I've kind of come to the realization that internet thirst trapping is literally like that's 50% of the fucking internet now. And this idea that, oh, this content is definitely about trout and not the fact that her nickel-sized nipples are poking through her fucking shirt.
beautiful stream in North Georgia has brook trout in it naturally. And it's also stocked with rainbow trout. I caught a couple the other day. It was really fun. And just trout
It's enough
tastes
to make
so
you
dang
cross-eyed.
good to me. So I'm sorry if that's offensive. So
I'm sorry if that's offensive. No, no, no. Just stop. Just stop. Look, I've got a friend who's really into Irish culture. And he's following this page on Facebook that's about Guinness beer, and I guess it's a Facebook group. It's for fans of Guinness beer. And literally every other post is tits. It's beer and tits. Look at the beer in my cleavage. Hey, we got Cookie in the chat. Shut up, I can cook. What I miss? You're not missing a whole lot. This is kind of a more of a laid back stream. I'm talking about women's rights and women's history, and And we're just watching viral videos. I did cover the Amos Miller story. I touched a little bit, barely touched on the green death laser in Texas, and I also barely scraped the conversations happening about the journalist who was arrested in connection with January 6th. Steve, I always forget his damn last name. From the Blaze, Steve Baker. Yeah, sorry. And now we're just basically going over viral videos of women doing things. Women's rights, yes. So cheers, shut up, I can cook. Welcome to the chat over on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I forget. Oh, I haven't even actually watched this video. We'll see what this is. This is a former feminist. A former feminist.
I must be pretty weak-willed because all it took was falling in love with a man, and now I'm like, not really. I mean, I'm a feminist, but like, kind of. I don't really need my maiden name. I don't really need it. I like your last name better anyway. Like, I'll just take that. I know he can do his own laundry. I know.
Okay, so now contrast this woman with the woman we seen 2 clips ago of, make sure you know what you want and don't settle. And this woman's like, you know what? I really thought about what was really valuable in life. And you know what? Some of this bullshit really wasn't that valuable in life. And I actually don't mind sacrificing a little bit for a fucking good man, an actual good man.
Know that he can clean the house, but I want to do it for him. I want to cook all his meals. I want to make sure he's getting all his whole grains, all his vegetables. I want to make sure he's getting all that protein. He has not asked any of this of me. It just kind of naturally kicks in. Like these instincts just kind of come out of like, oh, now I have to take care of you when you're sick. Oops, I made you breakfast and it fits all of your dietary requirements. My bad. I think I got possessed.
She's with a man who has dietary requirements. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody's got their personal preferences as far as their diet goes but, definitely. Shut up, I can cook says if a man wants to do his own laundry, she's fruity. I do my own laundry. I you know, here's the other thing. Look, my lady has a lot of fucking clothing. And because she has a lot of fucking clothing, she doesn't like to do laundry very often. I like to do my laundry weekly. And so it's like she's got enough clothes to last a month. And yeah, she'll just throw the shit in a corner and let it pile up. Me, I want to wear this shirt next week. This is one of my favorite shirts. I want to wear it next week. He fruity. All right, so let's listen to this.
By a housewife. Is that what?
Wait,
My
we'll go
bad.
back to
I think
that.
I got possessed.
I got possessed by a housewife.
Is that what happens?
I guess feminism has its limits.
I must be pretty weak.
Okay. So, yeah, you have this lady found the right kind of guy for her. Found the right kind of guy for her and decided all this bullshit, all this feminist bullshit was just not worth it. Okay, so this kind of goes back in line. I should have lined these up better, but this kind of goes back in line with the previous video, the one before last. This gentleman has caught himself frozen. This guy is having a moment, right? Shut up, I can cook says housewife is glorious life. Yes, yes. Yes, gender roles definitely exist. Gender roles definitely exist and definitely the easier they are. Anyway, so this guy here's having a Mitch McConnell moment. Why? because he is bearing witness to thoughterly. He's bearing witness to thoughterly, and his penis has taken over his brain. My brother went full Mitch McConnell. Look, she's got tattoos on her leg. No, it ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it, bro. That was an interesting booty, but it ain't worth it, bro. Okay. I think that's it as far as viral clips and news stories. You guys ready to do a double shot of Love Does Admonish? Do I have my Love Does Admonish button here? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Love Does Admonish. Now, if you're new to the chat, you're new to the channel, what we do every Saturday on Mild's Culture Plate, we like to go to this YouTube channel called Love Don't Judge. Love Don't Judge. And, oops. And at Love Don't Judge, they like to highlight interesting and unique relationships. Usually people who have some sort of an online presence, and as such, their online presence has generated criticism, and they're like, okay, this criticism's not valid because we really love each other, right? That's the premise of almost every video. And we here at Love Does Admonish, we here at Mild's Culture Plate, the reason we call this Love Does Admonish is because we like to look at these relationships and be like, okay, sometimes when you say don't judge me, you're projecting. You're projecting and judging yourself. And when you come on this show, a lot of times people on this show are judging themselves or feel guilty about an aspect of their relationship and are they kind of deserve the judgments that they're getting. It's not always the case. In fact, a lot of them that we've done lately have been kind of, they've genuinely seemed like happy and love people. We've definitely had some on this show where it's like, nah, you're fucking coping, dude. You're fucking coping. And so now we're going to see one here. Let's watch this one. We may do a poll for the second one because this is the first one I had queued up. And we'll look into some options for the second one. But this one is called "He's Not a Feeder, He's My Boyfriend."
This is Alan. He fell in love with Maria. The couple have faced a lot of judgment.
Whoa, whoa, Nelly. That was okay. I got to go back and see their names again. Alan
with
and
Maria.
Maria, you ate the whole West Side Story. No, okay. Cheers to Shut Up I Can Cook. I know you know that song.
The couple have faced a lot of judgment for being a mixed weight couple.
I had a very good friend ask me, how can you even be with her?
No, he's actually gay. You're actually his alibi. He can't just escape gravity. Oh, fuck.
There are many people who think that I don't deserve to live just because I'm fat.
Today, they will be speaking.
No, your cholesterol. Your cholesterol doesn't think you deserve to live because you're fat. I mean, damn, girl. Look, I'm a chubby chaser. I'm not gonna lie. I like them big. I like them big. But there's big, and then there's goddamn.
Speaking to Alan's friend, who had doubts about.
Uh-oh, we get to see one of his friends. Okay, and of course my internet's.
Today, they will be speaking to Alan's friend,
What the hell is going on here?
who had doubts
Grey
about
Liquor
how
says that's a
genuine
whole lot
their
of Rosie,
relationship
Maria.
truly was.
When I first saw Maria, I didn't really know how to behave. I was just thinking, okay, he's kind of doing it for the attention.
So Fabian,
For the
what do you
attention.
think about our relationship?
I just thought maybe you're just trying to be as controversial as possible so that you get views.
Okay, I gotta stop that. He's doing it for the attention. Don't people look away from this woman? And what the fuck is up? What is this dude wearing? Holy shit. Like this guy, like she's just there to distract people from looking at him and going, what the fuck? He's wearing like a 70-year-old woman's blouse and fucking orange corduroys. Now, look, I could rock some orange corduroys, but come on, have some style with it, bro. Don't look like a 1970s fucking vacuum saleswoman.
Views.
Okay, I didn't hear what that guy
Get
said.
views.
Get views. Yeah, people aren't viewing
I'm
that.
Maria.
People are
And I'm
clicking off
Alan.
of that. People are looking away from that.
And we are in a mixed rate relationship.
Mixed weight.
Alan and I met.
Wait a
at
minute.
TikTok.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Mixed weight relationship. Mixed weight relationship. Oh my God. They will the leftist people with weird relationships, they'll come up with a fucking term for anything. Mixed weight relationship. Holy fuck.
He commented under my videos, but I ignored it at first, and then I answered on one
commented.
of his Instagram
Oh, dear
messages
God.
because he asked about music, and that's how it started. I never really had any problems dating someone. I think I just got confident at a very young age.
Before Maria, I never been
Why
in
is
an
she showing her
actual,
midriff?
committed relationship with a plus size woman. I would say I definitely have a preference for plus size women, but I
Me
think
too,
there was
bro,
also
but
just a
come
lot of
on.
stigma around it. I
Ooh.
maybe didn't feel as comfortable being so open about it. I changed my mind when we actually got in a relationship. I just became more open. There were definitely toxic people and relationships that I went away from. I had a very good friend ask me, how can you even be with her? There was one older member of my family who reacted in a more negative way. She saw Maria and like her whole face just like she just became white. Unfortunately, we do get quite a lot of judgment when we walk in the streets and stuff. They can't believe that someone like me is with her.
People also assume all the things, like
No.
he just
No,
feeds me things to get.
Press X to doubt. Press X to doubt. I look at you and I'm like, oh, I know why. I get it. Dude, you're not fucking Brad Pitt. You are not Brad Pitt. You are not what is it? The guy from Reacher. You're not fucking Jason Momoa. You're not slaying all the skinny pussy. I know why. I know why, because I was that guy at one point, right?
Gain weight. I didn't gain any weight since I'm with him, or they assume like he fetishizes me. I think there are.
I haven't gained weight since I've been with him. Okay, well, you obviously haven't gotten fit. You haven't lost that much.
Still many stereotypes. For example, like bigger women
Stereotypes.
always smell bad or just lazy.
Smell bad.
But I
Or
think
just
through the power of
lazy.
social media,
Okay, well, okay, let's bust this down. Let's bust this down. Do you smell bad or are you lazy? Okay, well, one would assume that either one or the other has to be true by default, right? So either you're taking all that skin out in the sun and getting some exercise. therefore creating the underboob and underroll sweat, right? The feta cheese down there, feta cheese, cottage cheese, or you're not very active, and therefore you might be a little bit lazy. One or the other has to be true.
Media, because there are many body positivity people, it gets better. I do struggle to find clothes in especially shops.
I started making dresses for Maria in
Oh,
the summer of
oh,
2022.
oh no, oh no, he sews clothing. He creates clothing, and it's clearly, oh, you can't see it because I'm in the way, but clearly the shit he's making is the shit he's wearing. Right? The flowers and leaves and shit. Holy shit. He designs 1970s clothing for him and his girlfriend. Bro. You want to talk about stereotypes. You want to talk about unique relationships. Have you considered that maybe you don't like women?
I set myself this challenge that I also documented on TikTok, where I said I'm gonna sew a dress for Maria in 30 days from like zero knowledge. I wanted her to feel beautiful and have like nice clothes.
I love that Alan makes my clothes. If there is anything that I cannot buy in stores, then I can go to him and ask him if it's possible that he can sew it for me.
Okay, bro, if she had a hard time finding something to put on, there's a website. Rhino Liner. No, I'm just kidding.
We started making content about our relationship. A lot of people saying, hey, it's so cool that you're open about your mixed weight relationship.
Somebody commented,
Mixed
perfect
weight
couple.
relationship. There it
I'd
is
love
again.
to be with someone who makes me clothes.
The initial reaction online was totally mixed. We had one camp that just made fun of us. She's so ugly. How can someone like you be with a girl like her?
Clout chaser.
I get DMs
all for attention.
From people. They tell.
No, this isn't for attention. Like Shut Up I Can Cook said. The dude has bangs. The dude has bangs. He's trying to avoid the attention, and so is she. Now, granted, there's a double-edged sword, right? Because yeah, you're trying to avoid attention, but at the same time, you're kind of lonely. So you reach out online, you post some selfies, you post some pictures. I've been there. You want people on social media to see you happy. Dear God, how many chins? Holy shit. The freeze frames just are not doing them justice. But this idea that he thinks he's getting attention from randos on the internet.
Tell me I should die, and they don't understand why somebody deserves to live.
Oh dear
when
God,
they are,
put
like,
it away.
fat like I am. And nowadays, I doesn't care anymore, because it's just I know that these people are trolls on the internet who.
Okay, but what's your diet though? What's your diet? What's your exercise regimen? Go ahead. Come on. Tell me it's a glandular issue. Tell me it's your I forget the gland, but yeah, tell me it's a gland issue.
Don't even know us.
I'm mostly unfazed by the comments now because I know my truth is
Tell me it's
that
hereditary.
I'm okay with being with Maria. I think she's beautiful and I'm proud of our relationship and no one can change that. Today, my friend Fabian is coming over. Fabian definitely was surprised.
I want to know how he can afford all the fabric. I'm just kidding.
When I told him about Maria and that I'm dating a, I guess, larger woman, he thought that maybe I was dating her because maybe couldn't get any other girl. It definitely made me feel...
Yes, he admits it. I mean, he says his buddy thinks that, but I'm not hearing you talk about all the other hot broads you were slaying, right? Not hearing that.
A bit weird, I guess, when he reacted that way.
So time to confront the friend and make the friend feel like a piece of shit for having an opinion.
Fine, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Good to see
Look,
you.
he's smiling, he's hugging her. He seems like a nice
in.
guy
you.
who just,
When I
hurt their
first
feelings.
saw Maria, I kind of had mixed feelings. I didn't really know how to behave.
So, Fabian, what do you think about our relationship?
Initially, I thought he was just doing it for attention. I think you had one video which went viral where you talked about finding bigger girls sexually attractive. I just thought
There you go.
maybe
See,
you're just
bingo.
trying to be as controversial
Bingo.
as possible so that you
He went online and made a big fucking deal about it. Bingo, bingo, bango. Even his own buddies, like, yeah, you went online, you made a big deal about it. So, of course, I thought it was a fucking cry for attention. So now we know why it's a cry for attention. He went online. Hey, look at what a nice guy I am. I date fat chicks. Yeah, look at me. And then argued with people online about how awesome he was for doing it.
get views. I did think that, it might not be genuine.
I can definitely understand it. I probably would have thought the same thing if I was.
Cookie says the
looking
friend seems fruity
from
too. No, they're just Australian. They're Australian.
the outside in.
But I'm really surprised that you thought this way because I
Yeah.
never, ever thought that Alan could maybe do it just for fame. I thought nobody ever would tell the whole internet that they like something embarrassing.
Pretty much.
Okay, so here's my question. If that's the case, then are you worried he would leave you for a skinny girl? Like, they're not talking about that. Like, if this is the double-edged sword of relationships. If you don't think he's fetishizing you for what you are, then are you concerned that he has mixed attraction and might like skinny girls or might like slightly smaller girls? Someone who's not pale. You concerned about that? Do you have conversations about that? Do you talk about what your relationship might be like in the future? Do you talk about what might happen if you lost 250 pounds?
The time when I met Maria, I realized that it's not just for attention, obviously, because it's a real relationship. I really understood why Arlene loves you.
I think this conversation in a way was also surprising, just to hear how he felt.
I never thought Alan would do it for fame. There was not even a
For
thing in my
fame.
head. It's
For
surprising.
fame. It's not fame, it's attention.
Also kind of sad, but it's okay.
We come out stronger in the end.
Yes.
It's for engagement.
I really
I
hope
wouldn't even
that,
call it intention.
these
It's
big
engagement.
couples, will be more normalized in the future. He is very open with our relationship, and I like this very much. And his bowl cut. So many people hate his bowl cut, but it's just the most beautiful thing on him.
Thanks. She's just a special person. She's always just like the main character. Without even trying.
The main character.
By sharing our story, I hope that maybe a small Arlen in this world will see this and know that it's okay that he loves the person he loves.
Okay, so as we always do, there's a sense of compatibility here, right? One has to wonder how does the sex work? No, I'm just kidding. One has to wonder, is there a thought that goes through her mind of, I want to be different, I want to be healthy, I want to live a long life for him? Does that thought ever occur to her? Look, I like big girls. I like curvy girls. I like weight on girls. I like women. I like women built like women, not built like little 14-year-old boys, right? I like my women to be built like women, right? I have some meaty booty and meaty boobies. And, I don't like them rail thin to where I see their fucking ribs. I like fat. I do. But this is she could literally drop dead at any moment. This is selfish. It's self-hating, etc. So that was the first Love Does Admonish. Let's do one more. Even though we're getting close to the end of the show, let's do one more. What do you think? Should we do trans weirdness, polyamorous weirdness? We've done prison a few times. Age differences. I don't know. What do you get? What do y'all think? Cookie, what do you think? You want weird religious stuff, disabilities, swingers? Anybody? Girlfriend identifies as a cat? Let's do the girlfriend identifies as a cat. No, it's kind of a long one. Okay, here's one that's a mystery. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. I have no idea what this is, but it's a mystery. Let me just
Most
get through the
wearables
YouTube
only
ad
track your
here.
heart rate during strength training. With this,
Okay, so this one, I have no idea what this is. I have no idea what this is. The title is My Wife's Confession Changed Our Lives Forever. So let's bring this up. Let's see what her confession is and why it's so spicy they had to make videos about it here.
This is Vista Wife. She fell in love with
Wait, Vista Wife? That's her name?
Vista Hubby.
Okay, so they're trying to be anonymous. Well, okay, so your confession changed your lives forever, and yet you decided to name yourself after a shitty version of Microsoft Windows. Okay.
The couple are childhood sweethearts, and for years their relationship was conventional.
Just your normal vanilla relationship.
Until one night, Vista Wife revealed her true feelings, and that changed everything.
Uh-oh.
Came out to you then, I says, I think I am bisexual and I want to explore more of that side of things.
Since then, the couple have opened up their
Bisexual,
relationship,
and she wanted to
Vista
bang
Wife
women.
has become a social media sensation. But so far, has not revealed her other half to her many followers. Until now.
Uh-oh.
I was on camera as well. It come across like really seedy.
Today on social media, we are revealing Vista Hubby for the first time. I think he'll be more overconscious about the comments.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And they're gonna come out of the closet. Lincolnshire, UK. So they're in the UK. They're British.
We first
they're
met
British.
on a night out in Leeds, didn't we?
I went out with a friend and I was going to go home early. And my friend begged me to stay out, and I was like, no, I'm tired, I want to go.
Out in Leeds.
And then I saw you come around the corner, and I was like, oh, I think I'm actually going to stay out.
You were like a little gentleman, weren't you? You walked round and grabbed my hand and kissed it, and I was like, okay, this is weird, but but yeah,
I was
instantly
flattered.
thought, oh, he's really cute. We've been together for 13 years. Being non-monogamous was never really something that we classed as self as until like we had a deep and meaningful conversation.
Deep
I
down,
actually
okay,
told.
so I said I had no idea what this was, and really, look, I didn't know what this was, and I was hoping for something else. Something in my guts is like, oh, she had feelings for someone else, and they're fucking polyamorous. This whole my wife's confession changed our lives forever. Yeah. That I knew it. I knew it. They were fucking polyamorous.
Him that I was bisexual, and it kind of started from there.
When we talk about desires and like what we want to experience, and then you said, I think I'm bisexual, I really want to try it with another girl. And I went to work and I was telling my friend about it, and he said, oh, you want to try this swinging website, which you recommended?
We definitely had a stereo.
Oh, a swingers website. Oh my god. Oh shit. This is called Love Don't Judge. You're not supposed to judge these people based on stereotypes. And yet they are the fucking stereotype. They are the fucking stereotype. Jesus Christ. let's go on.
Stereotype. I think everybody.
Look, I've been very open and honest on this channel that I've been in relationships with bisexual women. I've been in polyamorous relationships, and this isn't how it is, people. This is not how it is at all. This is the fucking stereotype.
Thinks the same thing of swinging, of being this seedy thing, but it's really not. I was so shocked at how many people around, even like us, that are involved in the lifestyle, and it is really surprising.
We joined this swinging website. We decided that we'd just meet with another couple. We just wanted to kind of like experiment.
So, I don't know if we have any bisexual people in the chat. Doubtful. But there are definitely, I bet if I were to go back and look in the comments, there'd be bisexual people fucking cringing, right? Because a lot of bisexual people are trying to escape the stereotype that, oh, bisexual equals swinger, or bisexual means you can never be monogamous because you like this other gender or whatever. Maybe that's true for some people. Maybe that's true for this woman, but come on.
I think it was very much a mutual decision.
Since then, the couple have fully opened up their relationship.
Cookie says,
and
"Mild,
they
no more
now
sex for you,
regularly
sir."
swing together and separately.
Cheers to
and
that.
have fully embraced their new lifestyle.
We are emotionally monogamous to each other.
We're really good at separating sex.
Oh, we're emotionally monogamous. That's even fucking worse, people. That's even fucking worse. That means you're throwing your hole out, and it just means nothing to you.
From love and emotion.
It's kind of just like excitement, adrenaline rush.
Yeah. It makes us like connection stronger, doesn't it?
We really like just.
It's like you just want to be you don't want to let go of each other.
I decided to put myself out there on TikTok because we.
Wait, I gotta go back and read that. Wait, what? Hearing monogamous people's issues that could be solved with swinging. Okay. Swinging isn't a relationship tool. Swinging isn't a relationship. Sex isn't a relationship tool. Oh my God.
I decided to put myself out there on TikTok because we'd been asked loads of questions by people who were trying to get in the lifestyle, who were really new and didn't know what to do and
more trust
how to actually get started.
These people
When
are
it
in
comes to
fucking
negative
denial.
comments, I think the biggest misconception is that swingers always catch STDs.
Use
It's not true, and we're always practicing safe sex and things.
We get a lot of comments on TikTok about that it's just a phase and we're going to end up getting divorced.
Wait a minute. Hang on, I gotta go back and call bullshit on something. Look,
somebody being upset.
Our marriage is not just about sex.
It'll only lead to
sex and things.
We catch STD. It comes to negative comments.
Okay, so they're talking. So what you're hearing. So for anyone who's not watching and listening on audio, they're talking about how there's this stereotype that swingers have all these STDs, right? But no, swingers tend to use protection more, and we tend to be more aware and careful, right? They're saying this.
I think the biggest misconception is that
on the
swingers
screen,
always catch STDs.
It shows her doing a TikTok video where the title is "When I Go to a Swingers Party and No One Has Brought Condoms," right? So, the gag is that she's saying, no, I ain't doing this, right? But like, this literally just debunked everything you just said. It literally just debunked everything you just said. The swingers are so careful and so aware that they're always using protection and doing whatever they can not to get a STD. Yet you went to a party with no fucking condoms. Now, granted, this could just be for TikTok clicks, and maybe you didn't go to a party with no condoms, but come on.
STDs.
It's not true, and we're always practicing safe sex and things.
We get a lot of comments on TikTok.
Cookie says sex is a relationship tool. I mean, it's a factor in the relationship that makes for a healthy relationship, and it can definitely change people's attitudes at a time. But it's not just a tool is what I'm saying. It's not just something to tinker with, right? Kind of like my audio settings over the last 2 weeks. You tinker with it, you could fuck things up. You could fuck yourself up.
About that it's just a phase and we're going to end up getting divorced or we're going to be separated and it'll only lead to, you know, somebody being upset.
Our marriage is not just about sex. Like, we have
Not
an
just about
emotional and
sex.
connection, and like it's our life.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
like marriage is completely different to sex and swinging.
We've always had Vista wife on camera because when a woman talks about
Okay. So far, we're well over halfway through this video. So we're almost halfway through this video. Sorry. Yeah, no, we're over halfway through the video. Yes, great liquor. Don't be a tool with your tool. We're over halfway through this video and we're hearing of all about her experiences, right? We're hearing how she's done these things. We're hearing about how she's on camera. We're hearing about how she's bisexual. And they are swingers. I'm not hearing a whole lot about all the fun this guy's having. Where's this guy? This guy's concerned about the attention and the judgment. She's concerned about the fun and the benefits it's having. I can see through these fucking things. This dude's not talking about again, just like the last dude, not talking about all the women he's slaying. Not talking about all the fun he's having. Not talking about all the, yeah, my TikTok's grown too. Nope. It's all about her, what she wants.
swinging or anything
Sounds like this guy's simping.
sexual, it comes across as really genuine. We decided that if I was on camera as well, it'd come across like really seedy, or someone's like hunting.
We
sex,
decided,
which
come
was
across
not
as
the case.
Today on social media, we are revealing Vista Hubby for the first time because, yeah, everybody's been asking on Twitter and things like that if they'd like to see Vista Hubby. So we thought we'd introduce him for the first time.
I know what I'll do just for my self-consciousness is that keep checking the comments and seeing what's coming through.
I think he'll be more over-conscious about the comments.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Quick go with the music. Celebrate emoji. Club reveal. Hashtag swingers. Hashtag swing talk. Hashtag swingers lifestyle.
Let's post it.
They're putting it in the hashtag.
Oh, exciting.
Who is Vista Hubby?
Don't worry about the comments.
no.
It's fine. They're all really nice comments. Happy for the
dear
hubby reveal.
Happy for the reveal. That's a good video.
I feel like the comments have become less toxic now that we've got more of a
Because
following.
there's people that are really supportive and kind of like have our back, and it's only society that makes people think that they have to stay.
Less toxic. Well, you know what's happened? You've hit the algorithm. You've hit the algorithm for that community. And I'll show you here in a few minutes. When this is over, when this video's over, I'll show you a little bit.
With the same partner, I think nature intended us to swing. I think what it comes down to is that you educate about swinging. It's not trying to make it sexy. It's not trying to like sell it. It's literally education. We try and teach.
Wait, advising the swingle guy for his first club visit. I think we found a new segment of the show. I do. I think we found a new segment for the show because I found this chick's TikTok. I found this person's TikTok, and I'm going to have to find some of these videos and hear what her advice is. Oh, dear Lord.
A lot of single lads or single guys, they think it's like a hookup thing, and it's not. It takes like a lot of time to get to know someone, build someone's trust.
Okay, but you just said it was the opposite. You just said it was. You're emotionally monogamous. You just said that. And now you're like, oh, it's not just about sex. It's about getting to know people. Is this guy the fucking worst person in denial you have ever fucking seen? Holy crap.
When we started getting big on TikTok, we've told pretty much all friends and family that we know, and they've been fully supportive.
I'm
But,
happy
yeah.
for people to have their opinions. Everybody always has an opinion, whether
My
you
opinion is
agree
your
with it
butt's
or
too
you don't
small.
agree with it. They're entitled to their opinion and what they feel, and I'd never say that they shouldn't have that opinion.
We're not ashamed of being swingers.
Swinging has brought us really
You
close,
say
and
that, but
I feel like it's made our relationship.
you say that, but like, why did you let her talk you into not being on the TikToks to begin with?
Even better. It's kind of made us really concrete and really appreciate each other.
It's always okay to want more.
Yeah, that's like what
everyone
we
has
It is. It's
these
okay to want
sexual
more.
desires to
I
explore.
honestly believe that.
And if you need validation, we're giving it to you to say, go and search for it, go and explore, go experiment, and see what you like.
Look, I'm all for exploration. But don't fucking kid yourself. It's fucking dangerous. It's emotionally taxing. And, it's definitely risky for a relationship. Holy shit. So she's bragging about being on Love Don't Judge. Here we go. Let's watch this one. Oh, here we go. Okay, the audio's not working. There's no audio. Oh, putting a towel down so we don't make a mess, and then they're eating fucking McDonald's. This is the simpery. Look, she's wearing workout clothes, tight pants, low cut top, got her titties hanging out. Oh, look. Oh, yeah, titties hanging out. No mess. Okay. Yeah, it's sex content. It's sex content. Oh, look. What's the way to
Let
a
me
singles
say-
club? Let me mute this. What to wear to a pineapple club? Oh, look. Okay, a dress, another dress. Oh, look. 15 different dresses that are almost the exact same cleavage. Look, just make sure you have your tits out and easy access to your snatch. Okay, so that's like I said. I may have to find some of her videos that actually have advice, and we may have to make this a segment of the show. I'm going to try to bookmark this link to her videos, and we may have to make this a segment of the show because this is ridiculous. Anyway, that's going to be the show for today. I've got to go eat dinner, folks. My lady's upstairs uh, making me some chicken and rice, some lovely chicken and rice. Good stuff, good stuff. And vegetables, chicken, rice, and vegetables. I'm not sure if it's corn, green beans, or broccoli, but one of the three. And man, I could use it. I could use it after the show we've had. Yes. Shut up, I can cook. Mild, you're not slick. This is some porn. I'm not the one being slick. They're the ones being slick. And this goes into the theme of the show. Again, this is women's history. This is what women's history has become. This is the internet now. Like I said earlier with my buddy on the beer page with the beer on the tits, like you'll have a guy saying, "Hey, check out my Kansas City Chiefs bottle that says pimp on it." I'll get like 2 likes. 2 likes. Right? You get a woman with B titties. B cup titties. Posting anything, and the simps on the internet upvote, upvote, upvote. Take my money, take my clicks. Great Liquor says, "I wish you luck and sanity while you do your research." I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try my best to make sure that I don't bring anything to the channel that I don't think is up for a good discussion. Right? I'm not gonna preach to you folks. You know, like I said, I've been in those kind of relationships and I don't advise them, right? I don't advise them. So you don't ever have to worry about me saying, "Hey, you should be like me." No, nobody should be like me. I'm a pervert, right? I got the Samson hair. Don't be like me. I drink too much liquor and I was fat. I was fat. I got a little skinnier, but I was fat. Don't be like me. I'll admit, I'm a degenerate. But anyway, I try to be an entertaining degenerate for you folks, and hopefully that encourages you to click that like button below. If you're new here, please click that follow button, and I'll try to be entertaining next time. Definitely going to do a show this Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central, as we do every Wednesday and Saturday here at Mild's Culture Plate, 6 p.m. Central. Um, that's 7 Eastern, I believe. Yeah. So rock on. Take care. Take care of each other. Oh, take care of yourselves and each other. Oh man, see, look, man, look at me. Look at me. I incorporated that into the show to honor Jerry Springer. And now I'm forgetting the verbiage. Take care of yourselves and each other. Outlast the haters. Don't get any on you. And if you do, rub that shit in real good. I'll catch you next time on Mild's Culture Plate. Big thank you to everyone who watched. And be here in the chat next time. Get your own cheers and your own interactions. Take care, everybody. Good night.